Whenever you're working with Excel, you're basically working with a workbook. A workbook is a file, and vice versa. On screen right now is a workbook called Getting Started. Similar to all workbooks, this contains worksheets. So on the screen right now, it has 2013 Home Products Revenue. So this is a worksheet. There's another to the right, and then when I slide the mouse over and click, we can see the revenue chart by department sheet. And then again on the right, the profit sheet. A blank workbook in Excel could be numbered sheet 1, sheet 2, etc. You can add sheets anytime, rename them and delete them. Whilst initially it may seem odd as to why you'd want more than one worksheet within a workbook, the more you use Excel, the more it makes sense to have different worksheets within the same workbook. So for any particular worksheet, we see letters across the top of each column. We can't use the words column and row interchangeably. A row is vertical and identified by letters. So when I use the right arrow, we can see the column letters on the right. So it goes from A to Z, then starts again as AA, BB, etc. Now, if I press Control right arrow, see the last column in XFD. So basically it means there's more than 16,000 columns. But even though there's 16,000 columns, it doesn't mean the file you're working with gets any larger. It depends on what you're using within the worksheet, which makes a difference. When I press Control left arrow, Excel has over 16,000 columns, but also has a lot of rows, which have numbers down the left-hand side. When I press Control down arrow, there appears to be more than 1 million rows. To get back quickly to the top left-hand corner of the worksheet is with the keystroke combination Control Home. So when we use the arrow keys or use the mouse to click on the intersection of a row and column, each one of these is called a cell. So this cell is in column F and row 5. So we refer to this cell as F5. And in the upper left-hand corner in the name box, you see the name of the current cell. So the more you work with Excel, it becomes very easy to identify portions of the data by their cell addresses. As we work with a file, it's called a workbook, and a workbook consists of one or more worksheets.